Seth here. Today I will be finishing my tutorial. So today I will be talking about glyphs and talents, because I think I went a little bit too fast around the talent points. Now, what I want to discuss is first these two, Shadow Focus and Subterfuge. You will be using Subterfuge against, in my opinion, most of the most comps in trees, because of the 3-second extra stealth is really good, because of the fact that you only have one vanish, which means Subterfuge increase the duration you can be in it, even if you're dotted. Shadow Focus is basically for the smooth opener. It's pretty good too. Maybe if you feel well, I mean, like, I'm personally using this a lot. I like it a lot, and I'm probably gonna keep using it. But this is definitely viable too, very good too, for the smooth opener, because of the no cost in stealth. So you can easily sap at start and cheap right away, or Garrote for that matter. And between combat readiness and nerve strike, I will most of the time use nerve strike. Combat readiness probably, I don't know, really, I can't really see when it will be really good compared to nerve strike. Elusiveness and cheat death. I will be using cheat death against most comps, because of the fact that it's really a lifesaver. Elusiveness is really good if you're against a sustained cleave, like a Warlock maybe, or something like that, without really huge burst. Preparation or Shadow Step or Burst of Speed. Now, I tested out Prep and Burst of Speed compared to Shadow Step. I will most likely be using Shadow Step most of the time, but I could sometimes use Preparation if it's but almost never. Prey of the Weak or Dirty Tricks. I'm gonna be taking Prey of the Weak because I'm gonna be playing RP, but you could go with Dirty Tricks because of the easy blinds and Gork, because of the no energy cost, which is pretty good too. Anticipation, Shuriken Toss, or Versatility. Well, I will be using Shuriken Toss because of the damage is pretty good. It applies all your poisons and it generates a combo point. Really good. Anticipation is pretty good too. I don't think it's comparable to Shuriken Toss though. Versatility is pretty good if you're playing a sustain like RLS, because of easy swaps. Now for the glyphs. I went a bit too fast over that last time. You can choose between blind, which it does the same thing. Cheap shot, now increase the duration of your cheap shot up to 5 seconds. Really good in my opinion. Garrote, 1.5 second silence. Really good too. Shadow Walk, now this is actually rather interesting. If you look at it, it will increase your stealth detection too when it's active. Really good against rogues, maybe in arena. I haven't tested it myself though. Smoke Bomb, not worth it. It's 2 second extra. I don't personally think it's worth it. Let's see. Feint, increase the duration of feint. Now this is really good, making your feint up to 7 seconds, which will work very well with elusiveness. Gork no longer requires that the target be facing you. Same like last season. Well, as you can see, I am going with Blind, Cheap, and Garrote because I find them as the best choices. Now, Minor isn't really important, but I'm going with Distract, Poisons, and Vanish. Okay, for the next thing, macros. For the macros, I am using a Premeditation ambush, a blind, focus blind, really useful. A burst that casts my Shadow Dance and Premeditation and uses Male Volant, my unuse. Cheap shot with Premeditation. A focus cheap shot. Now this is really good because you will, if you use Subterfuge, you can basically cheap shot 2 or 3 targets before it's off, if you wanna get a CC off, which is actually really good with nerve strike too. Focus Dismantle. A focus Shadow Step Garrote. This can be game breaking if you're dancing and need a CC on the healer. A Garrote Premeditation. A focus Gork. Now this is good with the fact that it doesn't give combo points nor damage anymore. So it's basically just another CC. focus kick, a focus zap. Oh, and this is a clear target and zap nearest enemy zap. Start attack, backstab. Party 1 shadow step. Now this is actually better than it sounds, because it's with the new thing to the shadow step, you can shadow step your party members, which is really cool and really good. It can basically save your life if you're in a bad situation or a bad placement. This is a shadow step, focus, and a focus kick in one. Really good. And this is tricks of the trade on party 1. Now I'm also using a redirect cast sequence kidney shot and a party 2 step. Okay, now for the next thing. Now I'm gonna be talking about races and comps. Now I will a lot of people would say that humans as alliance would be the best choice, the better choice, because of the unused trinkets having a huge amount of PvP power and the proc 2, while the talisman doesn't. But I'm probably gonna be sticking to Night Elf because of the fact that I like subterfuge, and with our racial we can go into shadow melt out of combat and 3-second stealth, even in combat in the middle of a fight, which can either save our life or get a CC up. Really good in my opinion. As for Horde, I would say that Undead are probably really good because of their racial. But yeah, I haven't set myself a lot into Horde, sadly. I'm sorry about that. Now for the comps, I think there will be a lot of viable comps for rogues, even though people look at us as weak at the moment. But example, RMP is gonna be really strong because of the Prey of the Weak, and the Shuriken Toss example, the subterfuge. We still have a decent burst, some sustain now with the rupture. We did lose the recuperate though, because we have to keep slicing dice up instead. That's a little bummer, but it's not something we can't live through. You can play RLS too, I would say, and I think Rogue Shadow Priest Resto Druid is gonna be extremely viable once in this expansion, even though it might be hard. But it is possible, and if you actually know how to play it, it's really amazing. So that's probably going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little short tutorial. If you do, I would really appreciate it if you could like, share, subscribe maybe, and come with feedback. If you think some of the things I said was wrong, maybe I can try to take it in consideration, test it out, and maybe make a new video about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.